This is Justin AMZN for Wednesday, April 24th, 2019, with a look at what happened on the day. So we got back above 1925, ran up to 1933, came right back, and put an indecision candle right on the 1925 inside candle, and then broke down from there. But that's not all that happened. I mean, it did actually retest with an amazing inverted hammer with the high exactly in 1925, and then inside candle again, then rolled over. This would have been good for probably 2R. And then you had a retest that came right into the 21, and I'm sure some bears were getting on right there, looking for it to go roll over again. But then it didn't. It actually pushed up a little bit higher. I actually like that it retested this high because the high here is 1921.74, and the low of this hammer is 1921.27. So we're really close. I mean, it's into it by about 50 cents, and then it rolls over. So this is another great opportunity to get in bearish and just hold on the rest of the day. Just let it go, let it run. And you had some, I guess you could call this lower highs and higher lows, kind of broke down here, retested into the 21, and then this retest in the 21, similar to this one, but you're already going down at this point. So that's the big difference. This one is going up and you're trying to call the top or call the rollover. This one, you're already going down. This is just a retrace of, some of this levels, some of the levels here. Then it rolls over. It actually picked up some steam here, retraced a little bit through some upper wicks, almost to the 21, not quite getting there. And then into the close actually collapsed. And then something happened after hours. And I know earnings is after hours on the 25th, which is today, while I'm doing the video. But it did something to retest here. So I don't know if anything leaked. I have no idea what caused this rally after hours. But just for the day, I mean, it was very bearish overall. If we look at the calls, 2,000 calls were just losing premium all day. You had a little bit of a bump from here up, maybe grab an R. That's on the retracement here, back up to this level, and then again from down here up to this level. There weren't any clear locations. It was really bouncing off of, it took out the low of this hammer. And then this one down here, there wasn't really a clear pivot other than these two hammers here. So, it's retracing into the hammers, I guess, but still not holding a certain level to say to the bulls, that's where to buy. So, the edge was definitely bearish, especially because we're below 1925. We'll see if anything more melts up tomorrow. We can get above 1925, maybe, trap some of the bears from today, run up some more before earnings. I don't know. But you can tell the slope of these days is very, very different. All yesterday morning, or I should say all of Tuesday morning, we just ran up. We were holding the 5 all the way up. And then today, we had to see some of these pokes through the 21 until the second half of the day, we held the 21, but not the 5. So much gentler slope down following the 21, much more aggressive slope up following the 5. And yeah, just interesting comparison of the days. So we definitely retraced a good portion of yesterday. Definitely past half. I don't know how far it actually came down. So I don't know why there was so much buying down here. There was on Tuesday. So anyway, if we go look at the puts now, buying puts out the gate was a little bit wide, 11 by 10 maybe, but that ran up to 13 pretty quickly. In here, I like this better because it was a little bit slower. Could have been buying 12 by 11 with the run up into 14. And then another opportunity here, 12 by 11, that just continued to run all the way into the close. You could have exited around 16. So that would have been 4R on that move. I'm discounting this candle and this candle. I mean, this one had 7 option contracts transacted. Maybe somebody was buying here and selling here somehow. I don't know. I don't even think the market makers would have filled down here. I don't know what the rules are to fill, but it's got to be close to where it's actually trading. And then this one, I don't know why this is showing up down here, but that was only 10 contracts. So I'm kind of discounting that. I don't think those are real candles there. But the only issue with this, again, it's really far out of the money. We're at 1850, but we have the nice $100 risk. But the issue is, I mean, the volume is so light all the way through this. If you go out further to like 1825, you see even less volume, and you only move like $1 or $2 all day. If we look at like the 1900 puts, these started at $28 on the day, so much harder to have your $100 risk. But I mean, the range on a couple of these candles is actually really small. So it's possible to just sink $3,000 into a single contract, and your stops at 2,900 and see what happens. I mean, it made some good gains. It's just a lot more to risk, I guess, if it moves quickly. Today was moving slow enough that it probably could have worked to get into some options that were closer to at the money. I mean, we actually touched 1900 today, which is pretty crazy. Talking about the 1900 put. So let's see, the low is 1898.16. So anyway, looking at the daily, a really nice reversal up here. Let's see the high and the high. So our highs are off by about 50 cents or so. We'll see if that turns into some sort of tweezer-ish top. But I'm gonna guess if we don't do anything significant on earnings, we may just chop around in here, similar to what we did here and here, which is actually right above the line that we're on right now. So it'd be really interesting if we did nothing for earnings. I think the market is expecting some big move. Could already have that priced in. I don't know. Kind of waiting to see what happens on earnings. So we'll get through Thursday, and by the time I'm doing the video later today, we'll see what earnings is doing after hours, and then kind of gauge it from there to figure out what to do Friday too. So just one more day, or maybe kind of two, as the premium is melting out of things on Friday. But one more day of definitely having much more expensive options, which makes figuring out the right ones to trade much more difficult. But there's still some opportunities out there. So hope you enjoyed this video. This is Just AMZN. Thanks.